I love Mass Effect franchise. In fact, I've made quite a few videos about Mass Effect. But let's be honest, there are some parts of the story that just don't make sense. Welcome back, Commander. I've compiled a list of 5 biggest plot holes in the Mass Effect trilogy. So, do you have an answer for any of these? Or do you just have to use your own headcanon? Let me know in the comments. The Citadel level is a bit weird anyways. After you've charged the beam, and then stopped for a bit of a chat and said goodbye to your lover and while not being shot by Big Harvey, then you find yourself on the Citadel. You can kind of excuse Anderson and the Elusive Man already being there before you, as the Elusive Man is indoctrinated and the Reapers would want him on the station to stop you, should you get that far. And Anderson followed you up and somehow ended up ahead of you is just bad writing. But what doesn't make sense is this. This is the magic elevator that appears to be connected to nothing. And it takes you up to nowhere, where there is nothing stopping you from floating off into space, and yet you don't. And it's not really clear where you are at this point. Are you still on the Citadel? Is it the Crucible? Why have this been discovered before? It just doesn't seem to make sense. In Mass Effect 3, the Elusive Man is working against you to control the Reapers. However, he is indoctrinated. We know this from the comics, and if you haven't read the comics, then the glowing blue eyes is a bit of a giveaway. Sanctuary is a place set up to home millions of human refugees, or so they thought. It was in fact a Cerberus facility that was using humans as guinea pigs for the Elusive Man to learn how to control the Reapers. It's one of those situations where the organisations who claim to be doing what they're doing to protect the people is in fact condemning those people to death. Some backwards logic, but you could chalk it up as one of these things that you need to break a few eggs to make an omelette, and so a few human sacrifices are for the greater good, right?
I wish you could see it like I do, Shepard. It's perfect.
So where's the plot hole? When the Reapers find out about Sanctuary, they attack. But Sanctuary shouldn't even exist to begin with. Whilst indoctrinated, you're carrying out the Reaper's will. And remember, the Reapers are here to harvest all life. So with the Elusive Man working for them, why would they allow him to be actively working on a way to control them? And if it is something the Reapers allowed, why would they then attack it? The great big metal monstrosity doesn't seem to make any sense at all. The main driving force behind Mass Effect 2 is that the Collectors are harvest human colonies to make a human Reaper. But why? First of all, there's no other Reaper that looks like former bodies, but the human one does. Aha, you say, this is the inner shell, and the outer shell will look like the other cockroach leviathans. But we've been inside a Reaper, and we still didn't see anything that looks like this. And secondly, what was the whole point of a human Reaper? The Reaper themselves are in dark space at this point. Now you could say this is just because they wanted to create a human Reaper before they wiped the humans out. But that would be you saying that, and not the story. And if that is the case, then when the Reapers do arrive, they're wiping out the Asari, the Taurians, the Krogan. Why haven't they made them into Reapers too? Oh, and if you are enjoying this video, would you be so kind to give me a boom on the like button? It really does help me out. During the events of Mass Effect 2, the Elusive Man has spent most of his money bringing Shepard back from the dead, and building a bigger version of the Normandy. When he goes about setting you off to build a team and chase from leads, there is one mission that doesn't make any sense. The Elusive Man tells you about the Collector ship, giving you a chance to board it and learn about the Collectors. However, he fails to tell you it's a trap.
It's a trap!
He knows all along the Collectors are trying to trap Shepard, so why wouldn't he warn him? The Elusive Man has just about bankrupt Cerberus, bringing Shepard back, and then he goes off to send him possibly to get killed without even a shred, a tiny morsel or a slither or a hint that it might be a trap. And yet he says that you weren't in any danger, he could have just tipped you off. But don't you think that's very bizarre? Thane is one of the coolest characters from Mass Effect 2, and it's a real shame that he can't make it back onto the ship for the third outing. But he does die a hero's death, fatally stabbed protecting a Solarian counsellor. Thane was dying, which is what placed him on the Citadel in the first place, and to meet his end in a way is probably the best way to go. However, what doesn't make any sense is what the Huerta Memorial staff do to him. Here we see the fatal injury. 'Cause 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 'c Next, Thane tells Shepard he has time and to go after Kai Leng.
I have time. Catch him.
Once the hospital, Doctor will tell you that he managed to repair the wound but lost a lot of blood. So, take a look at this scene and tell me if you can spot what's wrong.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
Did you get it? Let me know in the comments. For those who can't see it, allow me to explain. Thane has been stabbed. His clothes got all bloody. Then he went into surgery, and then the doctors have put his bloody clothes back on him. It's a hospital. Why would they do that? Now you could say it's just his character model, but they were quite happy to have Kaidan showing his pecs, so why not Thane? But plot holes are not the only thing that Mass Effect is renowned for. There are a few pointless choices you can make, and to see them you'll need to watch this video that's on screen now. Big thank you to Nerdy Dude, the supporters, and you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Commander.